What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? This is your boy, the Black Senpai.
And I'm Tyler, the Omni Dragon.
And right now we're coming at you with some news that we just recently heard. We want to do a video on this because it's so big, so dear to our hearts, and it's definitely something that we wanted you guys to know about and give your thoughts on. Now, right now we're looking at a bunch of different news articles on the internet when it comes to video games, RPGs in particular, because you know that is our #1 genre. Anyway, right now we just recently heard that Miss Walker and the creators of Bravely Default are getting together to make a game. Now, I did hear that Miss Walker was making a project. They said, or at least I think that they said they were going back to the consoles because they've been making a lot of mobile games, which is okay for them, but let's be real, we're not playing those games. Anyway, they're coming up with a game. I'm not sure which console it's going to be on. All that stuff is still new. We don't really have too much information on it, but we do know that they're getting together now. If they're getting together, Bravely Default, to me, is one of the best RPGs that came out, I think it was last year.
It was 2 years ago.
Okay, 2 years ago. Okay, anyway, it was one of the best RPGs that came out in 2014. It is, to me, a callback to certain types of RPGs. It reminds me of a turn-based version of Final Fantasy Tactics because of the job system and a lot of the character designs, things like that. And Miss Walker, to me, is one of the best studios, period, simply because the people involved. I don't know a lot of people that develop video games except for like the very big main guys that almost everybody knows about, but I do know that Hironobu Sakaguchi is one of the best video game minds.
He's my hero.
In the history of video games. This man owns my childhood, period. And I would love to meet him someday. One day, you better believe that's going to happen. And
Definitely.
when we get big, we're going to meet this guy.
Of course,
and
because he owns our childhood.
And hopefully he'll still be in video games at the time.
I was about to say, hopefully. I mean, he's keeping it prisoners, shit in his attic, shit.
One of the games that stood out to me during the last generation was a game that came out for Xbox 360 called Lost Odyssey. Now, Lost Odyssey was an amazing game that involved immortals, people that couldn't die, people that saw people close to them dying. They completely could not get over the fact that they were losing family members, and honestly, what do you do if you're immortal? I mean, you can't really just like develop relationships because the people that you know, like I said, are going to end up dying. So do you become a loner? Do you sit around and shut yourself out from the world and try to live your life the way you live it? I love the flashbacks in that game. It had a bunch of emotional times where it was very sad seeing a lot of what the character was going through. Him talking about characters that he's met during his travels and have lost. I love the gameplay of it. It was very much old school mixed with new school. It kept it turn-based. It kept it in the old system that a lot of Final Fantasies tend to have, but at the same time, he would throw in a little bit of newness and freshness into the game.
Oh yeah,
that tends to be what he used to do a lot with Final Fantasy games. If anybody else noticed, Final Fantasy games always have a certain core element, but then they would throw in a little like new feature every once in a while. Let's say it would be like the materia system, or it would be the whole drawing magic out of espers or GMs or whatever you want to call them.
Shout out to Final Fantasy 8.
Because they all
Or the 8.
have different names. I'm not sure why they should have branded that shit, but the characters on it were the same.
Right.
Anyway, sorry, I was getting a call. Anyway, Lost Odyssey is still one of the best games that came out last generation. It's the main reason why I got an Xbox 360, and it's the main reason I'm not going to get an Xbox One. I'm sorry, you guys that are Xbox One fans, but until Xbox starts catering to Japanese fans like they did with 360, I'm just going to be drawn back on it simply because.
Yeah, I like Blue Dragon. Something else that was created.
I haven't played Blue Dragon, but I've seen it.
I like Blue Dragon. I like how it looks. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But you do have the RPGs that came out on 360 that you love.
Oh yeah, definitely. A whole bunch of RPGs that I like on 360. I'm just saying Blue Dragon is just because it's relevant to this one. But other than that though, I think Blue Dragon was designed by the same people that designed Dragon Ball Z, which is like awesome to me. So because you could tell, well, the same people that designed Chrono Trigger, same people. So it's the
Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, same people. So it was just amazing. I liked how it looked. It had like a little fun vibe. It got boring sometimes, but Blue Dragon was still like a good game. I'd recommend it to y'all. If you like RPGs like we do, play it. But yeah.
I'm still playing Bravely Default right now. I managed to get me one of them, what's the name of that monster that you steal elixirs from? I believe it's Mammer, something like that. It was during the whole city thing when you gotta try to collect monsters. I did get a Japanese one. I am collecting them elixirs and getting mad money from it. My characters are completely overpowered at this point. I just recently got to the point where I can freely go to just about any other city, and my characters are already at level like 97. So I'm destroying that game right now, and it's all because of those elixirs.
Drink more elixir.
No, sell more elixir.
Oh, sell more elixir.
$250,000 a piece.
Damn.
Anyway, we just wanted to give you our impression of this news that we just heard. I mean, Miss Walker and Silicone Studios are making a game. This is going to be fucking amazing. This is not this year, but this past year total has been an absolute amazing year for RPG fans. I mean, we have Final Fantasy VII getting remade.
Yeah.
We have
Final Fantasy 15 is coming.
Oh yes, right around the corner. I mean,
2 demos dropped last year, so that's good.
They're gonna. I think they said they're planning on making another demo for it. I mean, at this point, it's kind of a waste of time in my opinion. But I mean, hey, if you want to throw out a new Final Fantasy 15, it's not like I'm going to deny it.
Just take my fucking money. I mean, it's
very
easy.
much. Just take the money.
Take my money.
But yeah, I mean, so many RPGs have come out in this past year, and like. It's just getting so amazing. I mean, you got Persona 5 coming around the corner. You got, what are some other ones? I don't know why it's off the top of my head. I can't really think of them.
Oh, the ones that are like coming out like in the future?
Yeah, the ones that are right around the corner.
I was about to say, it's not around the corner, but Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, that's a long ways off. I wouldn't count that as...
Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
It's going to come before Final Fantasy 7, the remake, don't you think?
No.
You don't think so?
No, Final Fantasy VII Remake is getting made by another studio.
Oh, okay. Alright.
The same people that made the Naruto games, the Ultimate Storm games.
Oh, okay. Alright.
So it's in good hands.
Definitely.
And I mean, let's be real. Do we really want Square Enix working on Final Fantasy VII? I mean, tell the truth. Do you really want that to happen?
Just don't.
Yeah.
Don't bring lightning in.
Okay, anyway, that's our impression of this news. What do you guys think? If you have any more information on this news, make sure you leave a comment. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, because we have a bunch of videos in the future. We just got done working on an actual project that me and him are doing in regards to a list that we've been talking about for a while. Yeah. And it just has to get put through the processes and produced and things like that, and we'll have it up for you guys. But be sure to be on the lookout for that. And this is Black Senpai.
And I am the Omni Dragon.
And this is us signing out. Peace.